Hey everyone, welcome back. It's your friendly neighborhood biochemist, and today's video is on my best tips to help you deal more damage and take less in Halo Infinite. So let's get started. Tip number 1, positioning. Your positioning in Halo matters. To keep it short, move cover to cover and try to keep a height advantage. Jiggle peeking is OP and you should always be near cover. If you want more tips on positioning, I have a positioning guide linked in my description. Tip number 2, routes. When you need to move around the map, you have a very impactful decision to make. Pop quiz. You need to rotate to your team. Do you A, run through the open? B, take a route with natural cover? Or C, uninstall? Choose a route where you can get an advantageous position for spawns or over the objective. However, if you can, stop along the way to deal damage. Tip number 3, numbers. If you are the last surviving player on your team, stop what you're doing and realize your job is to stay alive and wait for your team to spawn in. If you and another teammate are alive, your main job is to get to them and keep each other alive while you wait for your team. If 3 of you are alive, you play tight and rotate together, getting ready for a push. If there's 4 of you alive, be aggressive with your team and stay alive. Don't be afraid to make plays or help in them. Tip number 4, stay alive. This means don't ego chow, don't take bad fights, and don't die in pivs. For example, if an enemy shoots you in the back, don't turn and take the fight. Keep running. Wait for your shields to recharge. Tip number 5, fastest line of sight. When you spawn in, look at your teammates and deduce the best and quickest position you can get to get sights on most of the map. Hint, it's usually the high ground. Tip number 6, shoot everyone unless you shouldn't. Unless you were last alive, getting shields back, or ratting, you should basically shoot everyone. Tip number 7, objective efficiency. Knowing when to play the objective and when not to is a high skill gap. This goes for all objective modes. For oddball, drop the ball and help slay, or slay most of the enemies before picking up the ball. For capture the flag, you want to slay the enemy out a lot before you pick it up and start a run. And during your run, don't be afraid to drop the flag and help slay. King of the Hill. Slay the enemies before getting in the hill, and then get out of the hill and stay alive and help your team slay when you're controlling the hill. Strongholds. Slay before you capture, and don't be afraid to let them get some points while you wait for your team to help you. Slayer. It's the first to 50 kills or the first to 50 deaths. So stay alive. Being a hard kill is the objective. Tip number 8, practicing your aim. Enough said here, just keep practicing. Just remember, use your movement to strafe left and right, and for small adjustments, and use your look stick for the big movements, such as snapping or when the enemy jumps. Tip number 9, grenades. Stop wasting grenades. Don't panic throw them in a fight, keep one at handy, and try to always have some on you. Learn grenade angles for certain positions and bounce them off the floor to explode faster. Tip number 10, hold positions and rotate. Instead of holding forward around the map, hold a position and either watch your team and rotate with them, or pay attention to spawns and rotate to a position you can shoot enemies as they spawn or rotate off spawn. Tip number 11, power items. I can't express this enough. If you want to deal more damage and have more of an influence on the map, you gotta contest the power items. It is better for no one to have the sniper or overshield than it is for the enemy to have power items. Either make the playing field even or make it better for you. Now that covers my tips on how to deal more damage. If you start implementing these into your gameplay, you're going to see a major change. Anyways, thanks for watching, have a great day, and let's get better together.